deeply saddened by the untimely demise of Shane Warne, affectionately known as Warnie. The Cric World Straight Up team would like to pay a special tribute to a special player. Firstly, we would like to extend our sympathies to Shane's family, friends, and millions of fans around the world.
The king of spin, Warne, was a controversial figure off the field, but when he stepped on the field, he was a true genius. Warne revolutionized the art of spin bowling and changed the way we look at it. To begin with, we shall take a look at some of his best bowling performances from his stellar Test career. Let's begin with the ball of the century.
Off only 2 or 3 paces he bowls, and Gatting is taking on the pace, bowled! Well, Gatting's still standing there, he can't believe it, but that must have turned an awful long way. And we're still waiting for that. Mike Gatting is...
What a brilliant delivery that was.
Absolutely, and let's not forget this was Warne's first Ashes Test, and this was the very first delivery of his spell.
Yes, and Mike Gatting was a very experienced player of spin bowling. When he faced Warne, the worst he expected was the ball to come and hit his pads. But what happened was completely different. It spun a yard and went across his body and hit the off stump. A classic leg spinner's dismissal, but probably not in the way Gatting expected it.
Absolutely. In fact, he was so bamboozled that it took him several seconds to realize that he was bowled.
Yeah, nobody had ever seen anything like that before, and that's why we call it the ball of the century.
Absolutely.
Got him! That's well bowled, Shane Warne. What a wicket that is. His Test century. He was playing well enough to get a Test century today. That one spun a long way and come back a mile. He'd have been better off playing forward to that one rather than back.
What great use of the rough outside the left-hander's off stump. Have you ever seen anything like that before?
No, we had not, but this is where the genius comes. And let's not forget, this is Chanderpaul. Chanderpaul actually had already by then established himself as a very good batsman of spin. And he was on 71 at this time.
That's right. And he played back to Warne thinking the ball would spin but comfortably missed the off stump. But he was horrified when the ball spun a mile and came back and knocked his off stump back.
Absolutely.
What a beauty. A quicker, flatter ball. And it did side Anwar. Quite beautiful. That's good bowling, change of tactic, and it has ripped back.
So this is Syed Anwar, another excellent player of spin, batting on 78 in the second test at Hobart.
Yes, and another brilliant exhibition of spin bowling by Shane Warne. Syed Anwar went on the back foot to try to play the leg spinner off the back foot, and he knew the ball would spin, but what did him in was the pace of the ball.
Correct, and he got castled, as you can see.
VVS Latchman, an absolute ripper from Shane Warne, pitching Midland leg and spinning and knocking the top of off stump out. An absolute ripper, and Shane Warne's first wicket.
You can see in his face he's wanted this. That is a gem.
Now we come to a place where Shane Warne actually did not bowl that very well. This is India, 2004, first test in Bangalore, and this is VVS Lakshman batting on 31.
Yes, to my mind, this was one of the most difficult deliveries a leg spinner can bowl. You're looking at VVS Lakshman, who is one of the best players of spin bowling ever. So what Shane Warne did this time was beat him in flight. The ball dipped, pitched on leg stump, and moved across and hit the off stump. Lakshman was probably waiting in the crease because he was beaten in flight, and he was hoping to smother the spin and when the ball actually came to him. But the ball spun a little bit too much and took his off stump.
Absolutely. And let's not forget, in this particular series, Warne got him out at least 3 times.
Shane Warne. Wonderful career. And no better way than to hit the stumps for wicket number 700.
Now we come to the final Test series of Warne's career, the 2006 Ashes. This is Andrew Strauss. He was batting on 50 in the at MCG.
Yeah, this was a very different ball which Warne bowled. This was flighted. Strauss came down the wicket to try and negotiate the ball and played on the onside along with the spin, but the ball spun a little bit too much and beat him and went through the gate and hit the stumps.
Yeah, and this also incidentally was Warne's 700 wicket, as you can see in the video.
And what a fantastic career Shane Warne had. 145 test matches, 708 wickets, 293 wickets in one-day internationals. He was the finest exponent of leg spin bowling the world has ever seen. And as you can see, he was unparalleled in the art of leg spin.
Let's not forget the English. The English were actually his favorite bunnies. 36 tests and 195 test wickets. Not only that, he also took a hat-trick.
And if there was only one down point in his career, it was against India. In test matches, he averaged 47, which was probably not his best performances, but not to forget the kind of players he was bowling to.
Yeah, that's true. But let's not forget that he also had a fantastic average against Pakistan. He actually, in 15 tests, he took 90 wickets against Pakistan and had perhaps the lowest average of 20.17.
Shane Warne, the terror on day 3, 4 and 5. Varying pitches, straight pitches, didn't matter. He could spin the ball a mile. As you just saw in the last 5 dismissals, his favorite mode of dismissal was the leg spinner. But he also had another delivery, the flipper.
Yes, and he got a number of batsmen out with that. Not only bowled, but also LBWs. The best part of all this is that he had a perfect plan for just every kind of batsman, not just right-hand batsman, but also left-hand batsman.
So let's talk about another aspect of Shane Warne's career, his captaincy. He was captain of the first IPL win by Rajasthan Royals in 2008. He also captained Australia in 11 one-dayers, winning 10 out of 11.
Correct. And he also captained Hampshire from 2005 and 2007.
To my mind, he was the best captain of Australia, never to lead them in a test match.
That's correct. So after finishing his career as a player, he moved on to become a commentator. And what a popular commentator he was.
Yes, and every time he came on to the commentary team, he was actually looking at it from the captain's perspective, looking 3-4 overs ahead. And one more thing, which probably everybody doesn't know, is that he hated the DRS umpire's call. He always believed is either out or not out. There could not be advantage given to the umpire.
Absolutely. Prabhu, do you have a personal memory of Shane Warne?
Yes, actually I do. 4 years ago, I went to Melbourne to the MCG, and outside the MCG there was a statue of Shane Warne bowling his leg spin. And for the first and last time, I had the opportunity to bowl alongside him.
Wow, what a memory that must be.
It was.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was disappointing that there was nobody inside the ground, but this more than made up for it.
I too have a personal memory about that. In 1998, I went to watch Mumbai versus Australia. And this was where there was a big battle was being pitched between Sachin Tendulkar and Shane Warne. And famously, Tendulkar had prepared himself to stand outside the leg stump and cover the leg spin coming in from the rough. And he did famously. He scored 204 not out in that particular game. Mumbai actually won the game. And I had such fond memories of Warne bowling and Sachin Tendulkar batting. I mean, wow, you can't trump that.
That must have been amazing, Vijay.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Thank you so much for joining us in this journey in our tribute to Shane Warne.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Also, don't forget to hit the notification bell so you won't miss another video.